Welcome to episode 2, and this is the Adipose bringing you the best news and reviews for LittleBigPlanet Karting, because this is Karting Korner. So first up, the news. Let's take a look at a level called Sunset Cove by the wonderfully and delicately named Wet Dream 23, because this is the week where the visuals on LittleBigPlanet Karting have taken a launch into the stratosphere, because there are some seriously good looking levels coming out now. It's no longer that people are kind of taking a few of the basics and putting it together and making something that looks rather nice. We are now getting some very professional looking levels, and over the next few minutes I just want to show you some of the best that I think have come out this week. Most of these are completely original levels as well, so they aren't just kind of clones of existing levels, but are something completely new that really starts to take advantage of all the features that we have in LittleBigPlanet Karting, such as waterfalls, gas, rocks, etc, etc. So do definitely go and check out this level if you get the opportunity, because the link is in the description. It's a good track and it's great to look at. Now, Fiaco has quite a few little levels that you might want to take a look at. He's got a Mario Kart remake and this original Sonic the Hedgehog level, which is possibly one of the happiest levels that I've seen released so far. The visuals are just brilliant, as I'm sure you'll agree by looking around. He's captured the Sonic feel fantastically, and has a few things in here that I'm not really sure how he has managed to achieve it. Including such things as a real spinning Sonic. He's got these black and yellow checker things flying above your heads, and the track is great fun as well, with some well placed but hidden bounce pads, which I think is possibly the first time I've seen that, and some nice variations in cornering as well. So if you get the opportunity, the link is in the description. Go and check out Fiaco's Sonic level. Thirdly, I'd like to show you a level called Epic City Adventures by Vaporboy 3D. This is the first really open plan level that I have seen. He's created an entire city, and it's not a race. You just drive around. You can play basketball, you can play football, you can go through a garden maze, you can go and park your car in the car park, you can go on a big wheel. It's a hugely detailed city with buildings that he must have spent an absolute age stickering together. And if you go and click on various people or drive into them, they will give you little missions. Some of them are fairly straightforward, like this one, which is a kind of like a checkpoint race as you kind of go around. Some of them are a little bit more complex, and there's just loads and loads to do. I haven't actually found the end checkpoint in this, but I haven't got bored on this yet, and I've actually loaded it up a few times to see what else I can find. But it really opens up the possibility of RPG type levels, Zelda style levels, you know, because this is a 3D game, so let's use it to make 3D stuff. Aperture Noble, I think, is the king of the what would have been called the MM objects, but the pre-made objects, because he's got 3 levels out now. They are all absolutely beautiful and absolutely chocker full of the pre-made objects, blown up to the extreme. It's like he takes them and just keeps that scale button going up, but they look great. So for all of you new creators, it's definitely worth playing all 3 of his levels. I think he's got 2 in the gardens and 1 in his horde level, that really kind of shows how good the pre-made objects can look when placed well. I wish I was 1/10 as artistic as this, because I tend to shove them down and they look fairly random, but he's actually created a real what feels like a genuine environment to race around, once again with a good racetrack that keeps your gameplay senses engaged as well. So once again, the link is in the description. Do go and check those levels out. And of course, the last bit of news is that the part 3 of my tutorial series is released as well, and this is intended to be the complete guide to LittleBigPlanet. And this week I've been looking at breadcrumbs and shortcuts, and I'm hoping to have part 4 out by the end of the week, which will be looking at hopefully creating our first mini game and looking at arenas and things like that. So that's the news from LittleBigPlanet Karting this week. Let's go check out some reviews. Okay, level reviews. Tonight's first review is called Future Frenzy by AAR and I don't know if you pronounce that as R or AAR, but either way, he's made a level, and it's pretty cool. As you can see, it's a futuristic racetrack that is literally teeming with electricity all over the place. He has taken the plasma and the electrics to the next level, because there is so much stuff around this level that is sparking and glowing and has these wonderful like electric lines rotating through the level. And in the section I'm going to come up to here, I don't think I've seen electricity used this well in LittleBigPlanet Karting yet, because firstly it's a hazard, but secondly it really is quite beautiful as well. I like the kind of the colourful theme to the track. He's used the kind of multicoloured rainbow road, but he's also, as you can see here, designated colours to kind of different sections. So you've got a gassy green section, a blue electric section, a darker tunnel section, and all this kind of stuff. And he's done a really good job of kind of making each section of the track feel unique as well. I do think he perhaps needs to look at some of his hazards in terms of, unless you kind of know exactly where you're going, you do end up going off the track like I did there. But that doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy the track, because I did actually had a lot of fun, and a lot of the hazards are great fun, where you can just kind of dart out of the way and swing to the left and the right. I really enjoyed those ones, but maybe he could look at some of the ones, especially where you're jumping, that you don't jump into something dangerous that you can't actually see in advance, because that felt a little bit unfair. But I definitely would recommend that you add this one to your queue list, because it does show, especially with the visual sides, what can be done in terms of futuristicness. Because he's got holograms, he's got neon around, he's got some shortcuts, although they're quite tricky to get to, and it's nice to see this kind of futuristic style beginning to be represented in LittleBigPlanet Karting as well, because we've got an awful lot of natures and beaches and forests and things like that, and this is the first level I've seen that's really taken the futuristic side of things to the next level. And secondly up tonight we have Garden Raiders by a Laid Back Cat, but this level is nothing laid back, because it is a frantic race through a garden which is absolutely full of really impressive objects. And what I really like what Laid Back Cat has done here is he has given a huge amount of movement and busyness to his background, which makes it really fun to go through. So we had that big kind of moving frog thing earlier. If you look in the background here, there's a frog going around in the swing, going round and round and round. And this fantastic section here is actually along the surface of the pond, and beneath the surface of the pond we've got fish swimming around. Later on we've got slugs, we've got snails that leave trails, we've got little worms moving in and out, we've got rotating little kind of like flag things as well. I mean, I really like the way that he has not just placed objects in the background, but thought about how he can make the objects actually a moving part of the background to increase the visual interest. He's also done really well at creating zones for his tracks. I talk about this one quite a lot in my tutorials, but the idea that each section of the track is distinctive and memorable, so it doesn't just feel like one endless track. We've got sections, and here we've got the sand castle, we've got the pond, we've got the dirt track, and he's really brought out these sections really well, as I carefully avoid the snail trail there. So a big thumbs up for me, and I definitely recommend that you add this one to your queue if you haven't already, because it is a winner. If you would like me to review your level on Karting Korner, then you need to head over to LittleBigPlanet Central and add it to the Submit Your Level Here thread, and I will get to it in the future. Please subscribe to the channel if you would like to make sure you don't miss future editions of Karting Korner, and please give the video a like as well to encourage other people to see it. Thanks a lot for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.